darf ich euch den nächsten Keynote-Speaker ansprechen, der über 10 Predictions fürs Influencer-Marketing in 2023 sprechen wird. Und das ist James Creech als SVP für Influencer Strategy bei Brandwatch. Also, Applaus.
Welcome, everyone. Thank you for being with us this afternoon. I'm James Creech, SVP of Influencer Strategy at Brandwatch. Brandwatch is the world's leading consumer intelligence, social media management, and influencer marketing platform. We've got a booth over in Hall 8, right near the entrance, so if you have any questions, please stop by and say hi afterwards. But today, we're going to talk a little bit about influencer marketing. So by a show of hands, please let me know who of you follow influencers on social today. Yeah, most people here. And for the brand marketers in the audience, how many of you have done any work with influencers? All right, very good. So we're going to talk about my predictions for influencer marketing heading into 2023. And to set the stage, let's talk about why this is important, right? The first thing is influencer marketing works, right? Most of us are tired of interruptive advertising. We trust recommendations from the people that we follow and have built this relationship with. The second factor is it's a massive opportunity, right? Influencer marketing will generate $16.4 billion this year and is growing at a compound annual growth rate of 32%. So let's get into the predictions, right? The first thing is that robots will take over your social feed. We already know that TikTok has perfected algorithmic discovery, and quickly Instagram, Facebook, and others are going to follow suit. We had a bit of backlash, right, to Instagram taking steps in this direction. I think many of you probably saw the Make Instagram Instagram Again campaign that Kim Kardashian and others promoted. So they've taken a bit of a step back, but this won't last forever, right? People want the best of the internet surfaced and personalized for them, and that's what AI delivers. Short-form video will remain a key battleground, right? We have TikTok, Reels, Shorts, Spotlight on Snapchat. Clearly, people like this format, it's engaging, and it's going to continue to perform well. The other component here is it makes a lot of sense from an advertising perspective. The average person on YouTube watches 1 or 2 videos per session, whereas on TikTok, they watch 100 to 200 videos. That's a lot more of opportunity to serve ads to that captive audience. Influence will become a direct response channel. When I started in influencer marketing over a decade ago, we thought a lot about brand awareness campaigns, and people would talk about vanity metrics like reach and impressions. Increasingly, it's becoming more of a direct response and performance-oriented channel. We've moved from top of funnel down to driving app installs, purchases, intent, and engagement, and that is really where the future of influencer marketing is heading. TikTok is rolling out ad monetization, right? Earlier this week, YouTube announced it's bringing direct ad monetization to Shorts, its TikTok competitor. So in order for TikTok to remain competitive, hopefully it's not far behind. There have been rumors, right? They've had a creator monetization fund. They are moving quickly to adding ads for more creators on the platform. It's the most sustainable way for creators to have a longevity and a direct monetization aspect on the platform. This might be a bit controversial, but everyone's kind of new favorite social media darling, Be Real, has some significant competitive headwinds it's facing, right? Instagram has rolled out a copycat feature in terms of using dual camera functionality. We're also seeing the 2-minute organic content alerts being copied by Snapchat, now TikTok and Instagram as well. So Be Real has done a good job of creating this engaged new social network, but in order for that to persist, they have to continue to innovate, right? They can be the anti-Instagram and have these organic photos and conversations, but they need to deliver more than that in order to remain relevant. Private internets will continue to proliferate, right? As the global political landscape has gotten more complex and complicated, we've had a fragmentation of internets, right? You've seen TikTok get banned in Pakistan, Russia and other places are banning other social media sites. So look for these fragmented landscapes to continue to emerge. and expect social media platforms outside of the US to grow, right? I think we'll see more Chinese social platforms gaining popularity in Europe and North America in the future. Podcasting. Podcasting will become more social. Today, it's a passive listening experience, but that's changing, right? A lot of influencers and traditional celebrities are turning to podcasting as a way to engage their audience. And we're missing certain functionality to make that more of a dialogue, to invite two-way conversation. So look for continued technical innovation in the podcasting space, things like co-listening, the ability to share clips, to drive more of that social experience. YouTube has rolled out a new platform for podcasters, at least in the US. So they're leaning into podcasting, both audio and video experience. And I suspect other platforms will look to podcasting as an important influencer channel in the future. OnlyFans, right? Adult content needs to find a new home after the controversy that surrounded OnlyFans last year. I like to say that they delivered a masterclass on how to alienate your creator community when they announced a ban on sexually explicit content. This made people feel very uncomfortable, right? These sex workers and other adult content stars who've built this subscription or this transactional audience and this close connection with their fan community on OnlyFans are realizing just how fragile that is, right? So they're increasingly looking for alternatives, moving off the platform, building more of a direct relationship with their supporters. So OnlyFans is going to have continued competition. Social commerce. I had the pleasure of moderating a session yesterday with some experts from Snapchat and Twitter and Douglas about the social commerce opportunity. And what's interesting is we continue to see social commerce lagging behind China and Asia specifically. And I think we've seen symptoms of that here in the West, in both Europe and North America. So there's this big promise of additional online shopping being driven through social media. We have native platform solutions like what Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat are offering, but also off-platform solutions, which tend to be a blend of media, so content, but also technology platforms. The canonical examples we tend to highlight in the US are Network, which is focused on urban streetwear, drops, and collaborations. And then you have Whatnot, which has kind of cornered the collectible market. So that seems to be a good blend of technology and content, creating these social shopping experiences. But we're still lagging behind expectations. I think that will accelerate. We just need to give it more time. It doesn't seem like that's going to be quite fruitful yet in 2023. And finally, we have virtual influencers, right? More brands are turning to virtual influencers as a way to build loyalty with their audience and to have more control over the conversation, right? If you're working with talent, they can be a bit unreliable. We all love our favorite influencers, but we have a theme of creator burnout, and human beings need to take a break, whereas virtual influencers offer a really interesting alternative. I think more and more brands are going to be launching their own brand ambassadors or looking to AI technology to create these virtual influencer experiences. So those are my predictions, right? The top 10 trends I think will shape influencer marketing next year. But let's talk about, if you're a brand marketer, how do you take advantage of these trends? What can you do about it, right? The first thing is to understand your audience. Ask yourself, where does my audience spend time today online? Who do they follow? Who do they trust? That's the place you should start in trying to design an influencer marketing campaign and think about what will be most impactful for my end consumer. The second piece is to experiment, right? You have to test and learn, be early to new platforms. The best advice is just to get started, right? If you want to attempt a new content format or try out a new social platform, follow what the community is doing there and try to replicate it and bring your voice to it, and then learn along the way. And the third piece, something we think a lot about at Brandwatch, right? We tend to be data geeks, is measurement. How do you understand what the audience is saying? What is successful? How do you optimize performance? If you're actually using software and insights, you can improve your performance over time. So here's a recap of those top 10 predictions I have for influencer marketing, but I'm curious to hear from you. We purposely left some time, and I think we've got a microphone. So if any of you have questions or predictions of your own for what to expect for influencer marketing next year, I'd love to hear it. Any volunteers? Do we have the microphone? Do we want to get some questions going? Yeah, in the back? Oh, perfect. She has the mic. Raise your hand if you have a question, and I'm happy to field them. Any influencer marketing questions? All right. No worries. Thank you all so much. If you would like to learn more about Brandwatch and our tools around consumer intelligence, social media management, and influencer marketing, please stop by our booth. We're in Hall 8, booth 31, and look forward to chatting with you more there. Thanks so much.